All right. Can you please do me a favor? Just want to make sure that you can hear me and see me okay. Can you just type a yes in the comment box? So after that, I know that you can see me and hear me. Can you hear me and see me, Prem? Give me a thumbs up to Prem. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, cool. And I will appreciate if you can share this live with other people as well. And then just all you need to do is just hit the share button. And today I'm going to talk about how you're going to, the 10 steps on how to overcoming fear. Okay, all right. Probably think about your biggest goal, right? Or probably a goal that you want to achieve, or doing some a new target you have in your life. And then why haven't you accomplished it yet? Okay, if you're like most people, the answer is simple, right? It's most likely be fear. Fear is a limiting factor that's stopping you from working towards what you want. Fear distracts us, and then it gives us justification, excuses, and it doesn't have to be that way, okay? So we have to learn, right? Okay, how to overcome the fear. And by learning how to overcome fear actually liberates us from any pursuit we are undertaking. I'm not sure about your experience, but for me, I find that fear is one of the most limiting factor I have in my life. Even going on Facebook Live like now, sometimes it takes me a few hours or probably a few days just to like thinking about that. And the more I think about it, the worse it gets. So today, maybe hope through the 10 steps, we can help all of us to overcome our fear regardless of what we want to achieve. Okay, I mean, it's easy for us to pretend that fear isn't influencing us and making excuses as to why we haven't achieved what we are capable of. Instead of turning around and hiding for it, probably we can learn, right, fear as a cue to take action. Okay, so we just have to focus on taking action rather than thinking it as an excuse. So look at our goal. If you let fear chase you away from achieving it, then you have effectively given up. All right, giving in to your fear. There could be fear of uncertainty, fear of failure, and other common fear, all stem from one area, the limiting belief. And that's what's between in our brain, right? That's holding us back. Okay. So there are 10 steps that can teach us how to conquer fear and move us closer to what we want in life. All right. So by the way, if we have not met before, and maybe you're new to Success Resources pages, my name is Nikki, and I'm the International Marketing Manager for Success Resources. So I work in events with world-class speakers like Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, Sir Richard Branson, President Donald Trump, and many other great ones you can see at the back here. So one of my favorites, Jim Rohn and Jay Abraham, and of course, Richard Tan. So learning how to overcome fear and anxiety can be a very intimidating prospect if you do not understand the mechanism behind it. Yeah. Before you liberate yourself for feeling afraid, recognizing that fear is just a normal evolutionary response that we all have. We are born with it. All right. Although it may not feel like it at the moment, yeah, your body and your brain were communicating with you, right? But you will start to learn to read the signal, and conquering fear can become overcoming fear can be natural to us. Yeah. So Tony Robbins has helped millions of people all around the world to learn how to overcome fear and start creating life that they love. And his many years of experience, fear goes beyond the physical signal we often feel in a scary situation. All right, there are several types of fear that inside of us. It could be anxiety, fear of failure. It could be physical fear. All right, and there are several types of fear. So I'm going to go through like the 10 tips on how you can overcome fear. Maybe you can do me a favor. Maybe you can put in the chat, in the comment box, what is your biggest fear in life now? All right. Let's put in the comment box and let us know. Let us work together and overcoming our fear. So for me, my biggest fear, I would say speaking in public. I mean, look, a lot of people think that I'm very extroverted, but actually I'm introvert and yet extrovert. So when I have to do it, I will become extrovert. But personally, I prefer rather be on my own. So it's a little bit pretty strange, but okay, that's my life. right? So speaking to peers, I'm okay with it, but going on stage, having to speak in public, that is one of my biggest fear. And why I'm doing Facebook Live, and by doing it, the more I do it, the fear will get lesser and lesser, and this is how I overcome my fear. And I also learned that by keep doing it, okay, the very first time you do it, it's there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of uncertainty, but I realized that the more I do it, the easier I overcome it. I may not be good at the first time, but to me now is I don't care. I just try it. At least I take the first step. I take the action and going doing what I'm afraid of. Okay. So how do you conquer fear? All right. Conquering fear means harnessing the fear response and using it to your advantage. Learning how to conquer fear, okay, begins with finding your center. And here are some tips, all right? Number one, you have to learn to identify your fears. Learning how to overcome fear is much like any problem-solving challenge. And you first identify the challenge, all right? In order to overcome it, ask yourself, what is it you're afraid of? Let's take the example of public speaking. Why are you afraid of public speaking? Or even go on Facebook Live or any doing videos. What is the one thing that you're afraid of? Probably embarrassment, saying the wrong thing, that people are going to laugh at you. Maybe you're going to receive negative comments from people as well. Right? Sit quietly for a few minutes, observe your thoughts, and then feeling and your body sensation. Which part are you feeling more tense and heavy? Yeah. Okay. So up there, you can write it down and then be as specific as you can. All right, and then consider doing a daily mindfulness meditation. Okay, you can from there you can gain a lot more clarity. Like personally, I do daily meditation, right, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So that one really helped me to become mindful and very focused. And it's slows me down and help me to identify the fear that I have in my life. Right, as you find your center, right, you feel that you're empowered to confront your fear. Okay, I think that tip is really very, very useful and very, very effective. All right, okay, cool. Number two, recognize fear can work to your advantage. Okay, our emotion exists to tell us things. When you feel fear, your soul wants to tell you something. So when you feel fear, listen to your soul. If you've overcome it by stress or distracted by a persistent anxiety, it's likely a subconscious fear that needs your attention. Okay, maybe it's something working behind your brain that requires attention. So instead of avoiding it and then learn to overcome it, right? And learn about your anxiety that you're experiencing. You view the fear as a piece of information instead of being a threat, okay, to your survivor. When you use your anxiety to your advantage, all right, it's going to help you, all right, to overcome your fear and become your ally. The moment you feel you're anxious or you're scared or you're confused or the negative emotion you're facing, stop, pause, and recognize the emotion. Where is it? Is it in your hand? Is it in the little voice? Is it in your heart that is speaking to you? Identify that feeling. Yeah. And then once you start identifying that, right, it will help to guide you through your fear and overcoming it. Then number three, all right, it's sit with your fear. Okay, there are times for action and there are times for reflection. Acting too quickly to overcome your fear can lead to behavior that do more harm than good. Okay, like I think sometimes, all right, some people, all right, probably I myself, I do it as well. When I'm fearful or anxious or stressed, I'll go and start reaching out for chocolates or Coca-Cola. I stop indulging in comfort food to repress the feeling that I have. Yeah. So next time when you feel fearful, all right, one of the strategy is really doing nothing. Sit with your fear for a few minutes. Think about it. Look into it. Look at it and say, what is the root cause of it? Is it the fear of uncertainty? Is it the fear of failure? What is that story that you tell yourself that why you can't overcome your fear? All right. And then a moment of reflection can be a great effect on overcoming fear in a way that is productive, deliberate, and effective. Okay, number 4. Okay, create goals that are must. Okay, oftentimes the process of overcoming fear becomes uninspiring, okay, elusive goal. Maybe we are stifled because of the goal that you have set is elusive, is too big, or probably is not uninspiring to you. Okay, to turn this around, right? Maybe you can ask yourself, what does a life you desire and deserve to look like? Okay, how do you want your look like? Is it a someday or a maybe plan, or do you actively working towards it? Is it something that's attainable and you're willing to commit to? Right, the first step in overcoming fear is identify whether or not you're creating a compelling goal. All right, if you accomplish this, okay, if you accomplish this goal, will you feel fulfilled? Okay, if you, and conversely, all right, if you don't accomplish this, we will be at loss. Sometimes we set goals just because someone else is setting it. You say, I want to achieve $1 million sales, or $10 million sales, or $100 million sales. You set it just because your competitor is doing it, or some of your peers are doing it, not because you really want it. Probably the why and your reason and your why and your goal is completely different from what other people want. Driving maybe it's them driving a Tesla is an important thing. Maybe to you it's not. Yeah. So you have to really dig deeper into your goal, and then what is your ideal outcome? Okay, it could be financial growth, more money in your bank, or maybe you want to have financial independence or freedom that you can travel all around the world anytime, anywhere. Consider what your life will look like if you don't achieve this outcome, and compare it to what will life will look like if you do. And once you feel that goal is essential, the fear of not making an effort, right? The fear of it, and the making effort will really eclipse the fear of failure. And that's where you're inspired to act. So this one, learn to create goals that are must, that can help you really to inspire to take action. Okay, cool. Number five, it's recognizing your excuses. Fear will always make us to put things off, right? Like for me, I don't want to go on Facebook Live. So for me, I don't want to speak on public. To me, I don't want to go and do a live preview to audience, because it's a fear that's making me to put things off. All right, and I always come up with stupid excuses like I'm tired, I'm hungry, I got more works to do. There's always stuff to fill your time. All right, and probably tells you it's a dumb idea anyway. So these are excuses probably you're familiar with as well. Yeah, you probably say out loud and then to yourself, think about that. Is there any truth in all these statements, or are you constructing excuses to avoid potential failure? Okay, so it's much easier, right, and less painful to make excuses than it is to put in the long hours, the energy it will take to work towards your goal. But excuses that are helping out will ultimately leave you feeling unfulfilled. And this is what I've been feeling. It's like going on a weekly Facebook Live thing, or going on the weekly live. All right, it's actually quite draining for me, because I've got to spend time in doing research, finding out what people want, and really come up with topics, come up with scripts, and it's a process. And then I have my teammate Prem, who's amazing, who always there to do the background work with me on setting up some of the technical stuff. To me, it can be a little bit complicated. All right, so I always find excuses of not doing it. Yeah, but then now I find a very good reason why I should be doing it. So I identify my fear, and after that, and the moment that I really, and one thing I feel, and I felt in the past is where every time when I don't do it, I feel like I'm letting myself down. I feel like a failure, and I feel really unfulfilled. And it's like I'm given this opportunity to do something that can help transform people's life and change life, and yet I'm not taking an opportunity to do it. So when you're doing something positive and contributing to, I think, value to others people's life, and when you don't do it, right, it does leave a very big hole. I mean, for me personally, in my heart. Yeah. So you have to find out how to conquer fear, and I have to look at it from a very different, a more proactive approach. Okay. And then recognizing that when you're using excuses, and figure out how to overcome them. Right. if you're too tired, probably if I feel like I'm overwhelmed with my work during the day, I have to maybe tell my boss, hey, I need 2 hours to get ready for my Facebook, so I can stop all the distraction. Tell my team, please do not disturb me for the 2 hours while I get preparation and get things done. Another strategy I can do is that I plan next week live today, this week, so that I don't leave it everything to the last minute again. I really pity my team, all right? I tend to do my life really, really last minute, okay? And then after that, you have to learn to assess your priorities and find out where you can make time and stop making excuses, yeah? Okay, so number 5 is recognizing your excuses. Number 6, okay, surround yourself with success, all right? Tony Robbins always say proximity is power, okay? And this is also known as the law of attraction, or in essence, right, you become the person you surround yourself with. All right. So I mean, I'm privileged. I'm blessed. I mean, a lot of speakers on this banner, right? I have worked with them. I mean, in this event, all these speakers, they spoke on Success Resources stage. I had the privilege and I'm blessed to really meet a lot of them and work with them. Yeah. So then by hanging out, by surrounding myself with successful people, all right, then the law of attraction, right? Okay, like Tony just put it another way. Whatever you hold in your mind on a consistent basis is exactly what you experience in your life. And I couldn't agree with him more. All right. If you turn your should into must and recognizing that all your excuses, but still unsure how to overcome fear, all right, and put your goals into action, it's time to examine your focus. All right. People who are focused on overcoming fear, achieving their dreams, surround themselves with people who have the same mindset. All right. These are the people who you not only look up to, but people who will push you to achieve your goal. All right. To overcome fear, you need to raise your standard. All right. Allow people to hold you accountable. One of my best accountable buddies, I would say, it's my my bosses, Richard and Veronica Tan. All right. They never let me off. They'll push me to my limits all the time. And gradually I realized that hey, actually it's for my own good. They have really pushed me to a higher standards. And working in speakers over here, right? I always remember there's several stories that I have that during events, it's like there's no such thing as impossible or no. We have to make it happen because their standard is so high. My level of no, it's here. But to them, it's not a real no. It's just an excuse that we make. It's just how you're going to get to your goal. You can jump over it, come below it, go around it. There's so many strategies of achieving your goals. And then like what Tony Robbins always say, if you could not achieve your goal, it's because the strategy you're using is not correct. Whatever goal we want to have in our life now, right? I would say that probably 99% people have already achieved it. All you need to do is just to find a model and model that person, the strategy, the thought process. Yeah. So you can learn all this from Tony's program. Okay. So number 7, it's adopting a growth mindset. Okay. So when you're afraid, you tend to stay in one place. So what if you made a mistake? And what if you fail? You start to believe that you can't progress at all and you're incapable of it. And the fear holds you back. So one of the most powerful tips of overcoming fear and anxiety is to actually adopt a growth mindset. All right. It's not about achieving your goals or being perfect every single step. Right. But no one is ever perfect. Okay. All the way. So let's stop being a perfectionist and stop trying to strive for that. Right. It's about getting comfortable with what you don't know and continue anyway. Okay. This is the foundation of a growth mindset. And I really like that the explanation regarding the growth mindset by Tony, right? So as Tony said, right, no matter how many mistakes you make or how slow your progress, you're still way ahead of everyone who isn't trying. As you work to overcome your fear, you will realize that there are lots of trials and tribulation along the way. So as soon as you have accepted that the path of success includes growth and change, you'll be one step closer to attaining your goals. Let me know if you agree to it. Yeah? Cool. So number 7 is adopting a growth mindset. Number 8. Okay, number 8. find a valuable insight in pain. Nobody likes pain. Okay, I would say especially me, I hate pain. All right, I can't stand pain of any kind. All right, so more of us will go through great length to avoid it. But pain is a profound teacher. If you accept that your life and your efforts to achieve your goal will be painful at times, painful experiences become opportunity for growth. When you let go of the pain as a threat to your survival, it loses its power and become another tool for overcoming fear. Everyone experiences hardship in life, right? Correct? I mean, I believe anyone, if anybody has a very good life, I'm blessed, I'll bless that person, right? But most of us, I would say probably 99% of us will have to go through some sort of hardship. Yeah. So we just have to recognize it. It's going to happen, like it or not. It doesn't matter whether your setback are personal or professional. What matters are the lessons you take away from these experiences and how you apply them in the future. And this topic, these life experiences and life lessons been hitting me for the last 6 months. Yeah. So it's a very profound, it's an awakening that I have, that I can see my life experiences in front of me, and I can adopt it, and how to learn from it, and change it, and also how to recognize it. Yeah. And so that I don't repeat the same mistake again. Learn from them. All right. Instead of letting a fear of uncertainty due to your past experiences dictate your decision, actively to choose to learn from those painful moments to be in control of your life. Number 9, visualize your goals. All right. You have done the mental work, identifying the real reason, what's holding you back, okay, and determine what you must have in life. So, but overcoming your fear require you to practice these daily habits. Yeah, so it can lead to true action. So Tony Robbins says, identify your problem, right? But give your power and energy to solution. Isn't that a great saying? Okay, let's repeat that again. Identify your problem, but give your power and energy to solutions. Love that. Completely love that. Right? Goal visualization. It's one of those solutions. Okay. It is used by some of the most successful athletes, actors, entrepreneurs, all right? Michael Phelps, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Will Smith, all right? And there are many others. A lot of athletes, they use goals visualization to set their focus, all right? And where your focus goes, energy flows. And it can take the form of priming, meditation, or imaginary training. Okay, the important thing is that you see yourself succeeding and fully immerse yourself in your goal. You will condition your brain to believe that anything is possible, and that's one of the key steps of overcoming fear. So you can find a lot more resources regarding goal visualization in Tony's website as well, right? And also his live program, and we go through meditation, we go through visualization during his live training. All right, probably for the last 2 years, a lot of us some of you may have attended his virtual event, the Unleash the Power Within, or Deep with Destiny, or Business Mastery. So later on, at the end of it, I'm going to share with you a good news, all right? A great news, I would say. Okay, number 10, accept that you will fail, okay? So what's the number one fear, right, when it comes to for people, right? Okay, when it comes to accomplishing their goal, okay, is that they will fail. But like pain, failure can teach us. In fact, failure is often a better teacher than success. If you accept from the onset that failure is an inevitable part of success, you will be less afraid of it. Yeah, recognizing it, know that it will come. It's okay. Failure can provide you with valuable learning experiences that will positively impact your future strategy. So everyone's failed. Successful business owner fail, world leaders, chef, artists, scientists, doctors, parents, friends, peers, colleagues, bosses, all right, celebrities, all right, okay. So our society always shy away from talking about failure, but instead they only celebrate successes. Okay, this always create a false impression. I mean, look at now the social media trend. Everybody is like creating content, showing how successful they are, driving their Lamborghini or that fast car, living in that condominium with pools and things like that. that is the success they try to portray. Okay, I wouldn't say that. It could be their real success, yeah. But on the other hand, there are a lot of hard work, and there are lots of also false image that being portrayed as well, yeah. But then after that, we have to be part of overcoming fear is recognizing that everybody on this planet, okay, including those that you know and admire, may have encountered failure on their path to greatness. And the quicker you realize that your fear of failure is preventing you from making the decision to accomplish your dream, the sooner you'll be able to accept possibility of failing and move forward. So, okay, how you respond to fear is what sets you apart from the rest of the crowd. Break through your own barrier. You can break through your own barriers, right? One of the best programs that I've attended is actually Tony Robbins' Unleash the Power Within. All right, that program really specifically tailored to help you to overcome your fear, overcome your limiting belief, and really living the life that you truly want. We have changed thousands and thousands and thousands of lives through this program. I have my personal friends, my colleagues, my bosses, lots of great stories. If you do a search, all right, there are lots of great stories. And Oprah Winfrey, there are lots of athletes and celebrities also went through Unleash the Power Within with Tony Robbins. Okay, now I told you about that. There's going to be a great news. The great news is we're going to bring Tony Robbins back in the UK in 2023. So I'm just going to briefly touch it, okay, share with you, all right? So here we go. Oh, do I get it? Hang on. I hope that you guys can see my screen. So Tony is back in the UK 2023. Great news. I am marketing it, guys. All right. So we are targeting to get 15,000 people into this event, right, happening on the 20th to the 23rd of July 2023 in Birmingham, UK. So you can go to this website, upwuk.com. All right. At this moment, we're currently running an offer of 2 tickets. You can get 2 tickets at about £1,000. Yeah. If you go for a single, it's about £700, £699 plus VAT. Gold is sold out. The 2 other categories that always sold out are the diamonds and solitaire. All right. They are really right at the front, right in front with the crowd, right in front with Tony Robbins. That's where you're going to get the highest energy. All right. If money is not an issue, my strongest recommendation, go for diamond, go for solitaire. And best of all, now when we have thousands of people in the event getting food, all right, this one even comes with lunch. It comes with lunch, and then after that, everything is prepared for. Things are prepared for you, and then you don't have to go out and go for a long queue outside at the venue hall, try to get your food. Okay, so you can check it out here, and then some testimonial. So this guy, the gladiator. Yeah, that's right. And so there are lots of celebrity who has gone through it. All right, so do check them out. There are lots and lots of stories on how life has been changed through Tony's Unleash the Power Within. Okay, cool. Right. So I mean, lots of people say that it's a hype, it's a motivation. I mean, I have heard things like that, but again, Unleash the Power Within. My company has been promoting this event. All right, we've been doing this for over like 30 years. So it's one of the best fundamental programs that I think everyone has to go through it in life, right? And experiencing yourself, you may have done the virtual version, all right, but this one, you're going to go through the fire walking, and that is one of the biggest highlight in this event. Yeah, cool. So I hope that in closing, right, I hope that you guys have learned something valuable today. Right, do share this video with your community if you've gotten some amazing values from this. And once again, I would like to thank you for coming on. And if you find this useful, all right, I'll go live on every Thursday. Now I'm doing the personal series for with Tony Robbins stories, all right, sharing with you how can you use the strategy from Tony to help you to overcome the challenges you have in your life. To let me know what would you like to overcome, or where would you like to break your limiting belief, and how you want to bring your life to the next level. And I will go and do some research. I have done probably 3 times, Tony UPW, one Date with Destiny, and also one Business Mastery, and also Wealth Mastery. I have to say, Tony Robbins programs are really amazing and life transforming. And okay, it really helped me to bring me through to another level, have a lot more awareness. Okay, thank you for coming on, and do help me to share this video and share the live with people you love, people who know that you can change life. Help us to help transform more life all around the world. I think at this time, I think all of us need a lot more of that, a lot more support in the community, adding value to each other. Yeah, give me some thumbs up, give me some love heart emoji. All right, it's always good to see some appreciation from people as well. I probably you yourself will have that. You like that as well. Okay, so once again, thank you, and I see you next week.